What's up everybody and welcome back to an Idiot's Road to Glory episode number 130, which is a crazy number I never thought I would say. But we are jumping in with a little bit of gameplay where we are playing in divisions, trying to score goals with MLS players. So you need to play, no, you don't need to play 10 divisions games, you need to, in 10 divisions games, score 2 goals with MLS players, which let me tell you, is an absolutely massive pain in the bum. Because, well, I'm only in Div 3, I suppose, which isn't super high. And look, here I say accidentally, as if I accidentally scored. I accidentally scored with Sterling. I was pressing, passing it, passed it back, so I was like, whatever, just score. But trying to score with just one player, which is what I have got. I've subbed on a Inform Almiron, I think he's called. He's actually quite good. I packed him, I subbed him on up front, and he's the guy trying to get me my goals. And like you can see there, like whenever you get a chance with him, I could have passed that ball, I could have carried on attacking, could have scored with someone else. It's actually bare stressful trying to just score with one specific player. It's a really, really annoying objective, to be honest with you. We do manage to do it in all of the games so far, as you can see. He's actually alright, so that wasn't the best of finishes. And if I was playing FUT Champs, I probably would have passed it again to Sterling, who probably would have scored. But then again, if I was playing FUT Champs, that probably would have been Cristiano Ronaldo. So, you know, swings and roundabouts. But the players that I've played so far haven't been the most amazing FIFA players, and even with focusing all of my attack through one guy, we have managed to beat them and also actually get the goals. So it's not been going too badly, it's just a little bit of a pain in the bum. I think I'm halfway through. We'll check in a minute once we jump back to live. I'll go and have a look at the weekly objective, and I think we've got just over a day left to finish it off. Like I said, luckily for me, this Almiron guy is actually quite good. Break down the line with Sterling, Rabona across the back post, and he's actually alright in the air as well. Nods that in for 2-0. Apparently I've already scored and I just wasn't paying attention. Cool. Yeah, we managed to score them anyway, and then once we got our 2 goals done, we just then started playing properly. I think it's, oh no, we got one with Sterling, didn't we? There we go. There's our second goal with Almiron. The guy wasn't particularly good, and he ends up pausing, and I don't think he rage quits here. I was hoping he'd rage quit when he paused it, which was a little bit weird, but he ended up making me sit here for 40 seconds, looking at the menu, and then carrying on playing. But he put his controller down, which was used to be annoying on FIFA, but it's actually quite nice. I was practicing, remember that skill move I accidentally did with Cristiano Ronaldo? I was trying to work out how to do it and getting a little bit better at it, and then because he was AFK, the game kicked him out. We got our 2 goals, we got our win, and there is the first one with, well, that was actually the second one with Almiron done, because I did one the other night against the guy who called his team MLS Goals, and then when you got in as an absolute super team and just tried to bat me, which was bizarre. I don't mind people just playing seasons like this guy is. He's just going to try and beat me in online seasons. He's got a good team. He doesn't really understand how chemistry works, because I think, is that Tommins and Danny Simpson? I think he subbed both of them off as soon as we got into the game, which is just silly. Like, that isn't how FIFA works, because they get 6 chemistry, and B, just put someone different there. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Anyway, he managed to go 1 up in the 24th minute. I think again we were kind of all over him, but the point of this isn't to make me feel like I'm actually quite good at FIFA. It's only Division 3. We were battering people, but it's very difficult when you only want to score with one player. We do, I think, eventually manage to get one, give it into the Griezmann, and I'm literally just fanning around at the ball, trying to get it back to Almiron to eventually get a shot off. He turns, and this guy was actually alright at FIFA. His Butland is playing pretty good. We were dominating him and getting the chances, and it was just a matter of time before Almiron put one away, to be perfectly honest with you. And we got a little bit lucky here. A nice little skill move to get away from him. He dives in there and just totally misses the ball. And then Almiron's through on goal, and he's actually quite decent at finishing it on his left foot, and makes it a 1-1 very, very nicely, which meant we only need one more goal with him. We play, I think here, well, I tried to give him the ball, obviously, because I'm trying to get the ball to Almiron, and we couldn't actually do it. But with my new team, we've been absolutely battering people. The midfield is ridiculous. So give the ball into Almiron here, get very lucky with a heel-to-heel, and he finishes it off in the bottom corner once again with his left foot, which means I can then actually go and start playing normally and actually trying to score with other people and make sure we get the wins and get some coins and stuff like that in Div 3. So in this one, Almiron turns assister for a lovely little back heel to Greasy Griezmann, who's never going to miss on his left foot inside the box. There we go, that's 3-1, and that, I assume, is going to be a rage quit from this guy, which is why he's paused the game, unless he's like, I don't know why people, if you're going to pause and waste everyone's time, just quit. I don't know what that other guy said. There we go. Okay, this guy actually quit. Fair play. Thank you very much. Don't just put your controller down. I'm going to show you in a sec as well. Don't put your controller down if you're trying to do this objective as well. It is very, very, very silly, basically. You can see there, we're absolutely battering people, like ridiculous possession, but just not taking the shots because we want Almiron to get the goals. 4 wins in a row whilst doing this meant we held divisions. I think because we were quitting games when we were trying to do the volleys or headers challenge in divisions or something like that. And like people had called, I just wanted to find people who'd let me score headers. And if I went into a game and someone didn't let me do it, I just quit out the game and found somebody else because it was much easier. But we jump into another game with someone with another very good team who's playing serious. He's got Origi, Batshuayi, team of the season Lukaku, Mertens, 9 goals. He's got a very good team, to be honest with you. And this guy is actually pretty good at FIFA as well. And like I said, if people just want to play seasons, that is absolutely fair enough. Knock yourself out. Obviously, normally I would have shot with Ronaldo there, but we're trying to get into Almiron. He did almost score in the 9th minute, but I have got a funny little story for you guys in a second about people. There's 2 different types of people that I really don't mind in seasons, and then there's one that is just ridiculously annoying. But like I said, everything in this is about getting the ball back to Almiron. We manage it, and he finishes it off in the bottom corner in the 10th minute for a good start, meaning we only need to score 1 more goal than in this game. So I was pretty confident that we would be able to do it. Like I said, this guy was decent at FIFA, and when he came, well, I mean, that was a little bit jammy that he still got the ball. When he came, I don't know what Marta Mendy's doing as well, but when he came forward, that was actually a nice finish with Zlatan into the top bins to make it 1-0. And then he went and scored again. I'm not particularly bothered about the results. Obviously, it's nice to win and nice to get the points. I just want the goals, to be perfectly honest with you. So I wasn't too bothered when he went 2-1 up. I was more worried about the fact that it was the 54th minute and I still hadn't scored my second goal with my MLS player. But 15 minutes later, we got the ball into Almiron's feet. He gives it off to Ronaldo, gets it back from him, plays a nice 1-2 with Greasy Griezmann. He's into the box, and there we go. Bottom bins once again on his left foot, and there is 2-all. And then we can actually start playing properly again and try and get the wins and get the points, which is what we did. Ronaldo running around the corner, gets the ball off Raheem Sterling. Nice bit of strength to cut into the box, gives it to Griezmann. Like I said, left foot in the box, goal. There you go, that's Griezmann. He's a very good card on this game. And so far, I mean, I know it's only divisions and not playing the best of players. I've been very happy to have him in my team. Once again, we get the 2 goals from Almiron. Once again, we get the win. And that one was a little bit closer, but to be honest with you, if we hadn't been playing with Almiron and trying to score with him so much, we probably would have got the guy to rage quit. So very nice. Div 3 is proven a pretty reasonable place to do this objective, which is good. As you can see, we've done 4 games so far, scored 2 goals with him in each of them, and then 3 goals he's got assists from when we start to play normally just to get the wins, which is very nice. So it's pretty decent. It's good. It's fine. It's really good. The story the other day, which I should probably tell you guys as we jump into another game, was that whilst we were trying to do it with this guy, and we obviously did, and you can see he's got 3 assists, even though I think the only one I know he assisted Griezmann, didn't he, and he assisted Sterling, so he's actually pretty decent. One of the other assists is from a guy we played who called his team MLS goals. Like this guy, that's fair enough. If you just want me to let you score 2 MLS goals, that is fine. Let me score 2 MLS goals, and then we'll just play the game normally, and we'll start at 2-all instead of 0-0. That's fine. There was one guy who called his team MLS goals, so that presumably when people are searching for a squad, they look for other people that have got MLS in their team name. So that they'll let them do this. As you can see, we're just letting each other score and get our goals with our MLS players. And then I was hopeful that we'd then play the game normally, but we didn't. This guy called his team MLS goals so that he could play against people looking to do the objective. And then he had a super team with like full team of the season icon and stuff and tried to just batter me instead. And I was like, bro, what are you doing? So I scored my 2 goals with Almiron. In fact, this was the first time I did it, so what I'd actually done was subbed off. Who did I sub off? I think it was Zaha and I can't even remember. I subbed off Zaha, and I think it might have even been Cristiano Ronaldo, and put Clint Dempsey and Almiron up front. Realised that Clint Dempsey is absolutely tragic, and subbed him off after I'd got my 2 goals. Brought on like Sessegnon or something like that, and put Almiron cam, and then actually went and tried to beat the guy, and we did. And now this guy is the other story. Is we've got the 2 goals, and I just wanted to play, and I've scored a couple of goals, and he just gave up. Now, if you're doing this objective, do not put your controller down, because this is what this guy's done, and I'm just messing about, practicing styles, long shots and stuff like that. But if you do put your controller down, that happens, and you get kicked out. And now that guy, even though he scored 2 goals with his MLS players, that does not count towards his objective because he's quit. So, yeah, don't be that guy. If you're going to do it, let each other score the 2 goals if you really want to, but then don't go and quit, because it just totally ruins the point of doing it. And he's instead, because he didn't want to waste 45 minutes of FIFA time, he's just ended up wasting 70 minutes instead, and now he's got to go and do the goals against someone else, which is very silly. But as we jump over to FUT Central, you will see that this is now on. I'm not even looking at it, so let's jump back to live, which is we're on this exact screen anyway. So here we are. Weekly objectives, rest of the world, 5 out of 10. So all 5 games we've done it so far. He's bagged himself for 2 goals, has Almiron, and we've even won all 5 as well, which is very nice. And the first one, I was so happy to win. I got so salty. It really didn't matter if I won because I just wanted my 2 goals with Almiron. As you can see, he managed to do. He's actually got 11 because he's got the 3rd one against that last guy. But yeah, it's fine. I just wanted my 2 goals. But the fact that if you want to go into seasons like the other 3 players and just play, that is fine. I'll just play with an MLS team and I'll try and get my 2 goals against you. If you want to call your squad MLS and we'll let each other score and then we'll play, that is absolutely fine. I'll take my goals for absolutely free. But don't call your squad MLS and then just try and batter people who are looking to do the objective. It's just a little bit sad, innit? So I've never tried so hard in my life in online seasons. I didn't get it recorded, unfortunately, but you could see that we won from previous games records and stuff like that. So we managed to take the guy down. It was well funny. I can't remember his team. I should have recorded it, but we've been on a mad win streak anyway, and ruined the poor guy's day, which is good because I was backing at that point. I was backing in and out, looking to play someone who also had a team called MLS. And I was like, oh, we found one, let's do it. He had a bloody super team and tried to beat him. So he's obviously doing the same thing, looking for that. And I was very satisfied that we managed to beat him. But that is irrelevant. We're halfway to being able to unlock this Valeri. Another thing that we need to do and unlock as we've now jumped back to live. In fact, I need to fill you guys in on a few things as well. So I did go and sell all of my Club Brugge players. As you can see, I've got 137,000 coins now. So I got them all sold on for 2,000 coins. After picking them all up for 700 or 800, so that is very, very good. That is a nice bit of profit for basically doing absolutely nothing. Then when I sold all my Diego Lopez's for 2,000, I think I sold one for 2,600, the rest of them for 2,700, which again is very nice. Bought all them for 1,800 coins. Sold my Alexandro because I'm not using them anymore. Actually bought them for 14k and sold them for 16.5, which is good. Still got loads of stuff on my trade pile. And still need to sell my Casemiro I'm not using, who I bought for 14k and is apparently worth about 22 now, which is pretty good. There's one. Let me knock it down a little bit because I think Futbin has just got the price a little bit wrong. Still bought them for 14k. Selling them for 20 is very, very nice. That'll get me up to 150,000 coins. And then we've got rewards tonight, which will give me another 50k and take me to 200k. So improvements still to be made there to the team. And hopefully if we get something decent in our packs, we can make even bigger improvements. And if we get something decent in these, we can make even more improvements. So I have set up the marquee matchups with everything already done. So I can just show you guys how to do it if you are wondering for an easy way to do it. To be honest with you, I just use players that are in my club. This probably isn't the most efficient way to do it, but rather than going out and buying players, I just use what I've already got. Some of them are untradeable, such as this Murillo, and I think the Vrsaljko is as well, is he? No, the Vrsaljko is tradable. The Neto is untradeable, I think, yeah, and is the Lenglet? No, he's tradable. So just messing about from the La Liga stuff, I managed to get some players that I used for untradeable ones. You obviously needed to get an Atletico player in, which is why I've got Vrsaljko, and you need to get a OM player in, which is why I've got Jordan Amavi. And then I just used some German Liga, Bundesliga players and stuff that I had in my club to finish that one off and got myself a premium. Is that a premium gold players pack? That was a 25k pack in it. That's pretty good. Yeah, okay. Very, very nice. Good stuff. Is then the Club Brugge on. So when I was buying these, I kept hold of a couple of them for myself. So I bought in for 800 and in for 450. So that was an absolute bargain. And they were the 2 Bruges or Ghent players that I needed. Again, just filled in the rest of them with Belgian Pro League players of different nations, and then a couple of La Liga players that I had, I think, untradeable. So there's an untradeable Lion, and then I had an Alito, and we got Ocho, I get to link to him. It's really, really simple stuff. Just use the stuff that's in your club and try and do it as cheaply as possible. I was using non-rare bronzes and silvers for that one. This Polish League one, again, just using random stuff from my club. Got a Hoed, or however you pronounce his name, and a Zappa Costa, which then led me up into the championship and stuff for, like, I think, is he untradeable? Yeah, to use untradeable cards and stuff, and they're all just bronze and silver. It doesn't really matter. So you can trade that one in and grab ourselves a small rare gold players pack. So that's like a mini 25k pack or something. It's like a 12.5k pack or something like that. And then to finish it off, I've just traded in one of the players that we were actually using, but English League 2, just pick a player and throw him in. It really doesn't matter. Like I said, use as little coins as you possibly can. So I put 2 sporting players in, and then there is no rating or anything in this thing other than having minimum of 3 players from the same league. So I was like, do you know what? My league is going to be League 2. They're all going to be bronze, and I won't give you 3, I'll give you 9. There you go. And yeah, I'd literally just a load of crappy bronzes. Some of them are probably untradeable. Nah, we've just got them all doing the bronze pack method. It really doesn't matter. Just throw them all in. We've got our two sporting players there. that is sorted. Thank you very much. There is marquee matchups done. It is very, very easy. And that is a premium gold pack, which is a 15k pack. And then to finish it off, we have got a prime gold players pack, which I think is a 35k pack. So some very, very nice packs there, which me being a pack addict, I am very, very tempted to open. However, I'm going to leave this question to you guys for today, and we're going to go and talk about something else a little bit different. Should I open these packs? I did tweet this out, and a lot of people were very much either saying just open them when you get them, it doesn't really matter, or saying save them all for Ultimate Team of the Season. But I think I'm a little bit too addicted to opening packs to save them all for Ultimate Team of the Season, which is going to be in like 4 weeks, and I think I'd rather just open them as I go. But let me know what you think. Should I open these packs now for the Liga Team of the Season, or should I wait until the new one comes? It's probably wise to wait until the new one comes out, isn't it? Because realistically, the only one I want is Griezmann or Ronaldo. Obviously, I'd slot a Messi in or something like that if I pack them. Odds of packing the ones you actually want are slim, and it's probably better to... I'd take a Saul in packs and just sell them. I'd take a Adan in packs and just, do you know what I mean? Just use the coins to upgrade elsewhere. So then I'm thinking if you open them on Friday, that's when the crappy players from the Team of the Season are actually a little bit expensive. So maybe it is best to wait for the new ones to come out to open my packs. But let me know what you think down in the comment section. So the only thing we've got left to do is comment of the day and have a little chat about the next upgrade for the team, because the team is playing very, very well. I really like it. Obviously, we've only been playing in divisions. Division 3 isn't the most competitive place in the world, but it's still good fun. The team is still ridiculous. You could see I was getting like 70% possession in games and crazy stuff like that. They just can't get through midfield now with Blanc and Saul, and my defense is mental. So I was just looking through the comments to see what you guys have been saying, to be honest with you. Real Sphinx, the guy who's commented the day last time, or in the comments last time, said I finally pronounced his name right. I did remember that I was butchering his name the other times. A couple of people saying that I shouldn't have traded in Party and I should have used him. But it worked out well because we got Saul, and if you compare the two of them, Saul is actually better in everything apart from pace and physical. So he's only a tiny bit behind on the pace, on 2 pace. The physical's quite a big one because this guy's got 93 strength, but Saul definitely isn't lacking in the strength and stuff department. I think it's just his aggression, to be honest with you, that's bringing him down. And he's just so much better in everything else. Like, he's 90, 92, 90 in the other stuff, which is crazy. And obviously 83 shooting, but he's playing CDM, so it doesn't really matter. So I'm glad we went for it, and I'm glad we got hold of Saul. What other stuff are you guys playing? Someone said to get David Silva because he'd actually fit in here, which is a pretty interesting one. But I do really, really like Griezmann, and even just in seasons when I'm not even trying to score them, he has been doing very well. Someone said play a game against Tom's Road to Glory. That is a very good idea, to go around and play other people's Road to Glories. That is something I've been considering for a while, so let me know if you'd like to see that. But comment of the day today is from Brax FC, who said that I should get Inform Jesus and swap him for Zaha. Play him as a central cam. He gets a strong link to Otamendi, which means it would work, and he is very, very good. As of course we know, Inform Gabriel Jesus is absolutely sick. So just to show you guys how that would work, it would, oh, that is Suso, not Jesus. So Gabriel Jesus would go in here. We could even pick up his Path to Glory card as a potential investment for the World Cup. Maybe he's going to get some informs and stuff like that, and he could end up going up in value for us, which would be pretty good. But if we got him, it would be like that, and we play him instead of Zaha. Now, Zaha is better in every single stat, but for some reason Gabriel Jesus is better on FIFA. It is really weird. Maybe I just need to get used to using Zaha. I'm not too sure, to be honest with you, but this did then open me up to some other potential suggestions, because that made me think, like, I'm playing Zaha because he's untradeable. We got him for like 20k. He looks pretty sick, but he isn't the most incredible player on this team. In fact, he's the one that I've been sacrificing and subbing out to sub on Almiron. But it did make me realise that there's actually a few different options that we could go with. So obviously, Jesus works because of the strong link to Otamendi or Sterling. But now we've got Aurier. We could actually go for maybe a Team of the Season Christian Eriksen. That could be pretty sick to go in the centre and play the balls around. He has got 85 pace, which is pretty good. I know we complained about Rooney not being the best. 87 agility, 91 balance. Crazy passing and shooting stats. That could be a way to go. And with him getting a strong link to Aurier, who we've now got in the team, that works very nicely as well. So there's a few different ways to do it. You could obviously go and try and pick up an icon. We can spend the coins on upgrading Griezmann, or we can spend the coins on changing Blanc for Vieira. So there's a lot of different ways to go about it, and I just wanted to make this guy comment of the day because it was a very good suggestion to use the Gabriel Jesus, and also just see what you guys think. loads of you guys comment loads of different stuff. If you're going to comment something today, comment how you think I should upgrade this team next. Obviously, there's the obvious one of like getting Team of the Year Ronaldo and stuff like that. But then we can upgrade Griezmann, we can upgrade Blanc, or we can upgrade Zaha. Past that, it's just going to be a case of getting more icons in, to be honest with you. And maybe going to Prime Vieira instead of normal Vieira, or going to Ronaldinho instead of Griezmann. Stuff like that where it's starting to get kind of expensive. I was thinking actually as well, maybe what we could do is, let me show you guys this. This would be very, very interesting. If we instead got ourselves, if we sold our Cristiano Ronaldo, bought ourselves, which one is it? It's that one, isn't it? Icon Ronaldo. And then we got ourselves a Neymar. That would be absolutely sick. That'd be so good. That'd be, oh my god, that'd be ridiculous. We'd have Neymar on one wide cam, Sterling on the other, and Griezmann down the middle with baby Ronaldo up front. That would be pretty bloody ridiculous, to be honest with you. So that is a very good way. This Neymar, unfortunately, costs a stupid amount of coins. Otherwise, I would be very tempted to do the SBC because he's ridiculous. I will show you, and I did look into it. I'm going to leave the video on this note of you guys suggesting what we should do. One of the things we can't do is this Neymar, unfortunately. So I've looked into it, as you can see. This Barcelona squad apparently costs like 200k, but I can do it basically for free because of my Adan and Oblak. Just need to buy a couple of players that bring the chemistry up, which is nice. I think I must have traded someone in who makes it work, but I need an 82 player to make it 85. It's literally just a case of getting chem, which is pretty easy, to be honest with you. We've got 80 rated players in there and stuff like that. That is absolutely fine because of these two being the two team of the seasons players that we need, being ridiculously high rated. We could do that one basically for free because a lot of that stuff is untradeable. We've then got this Brazilian one, which again I can basically do for free. I can't remember who I had left. Oh, is it Sesame on that I had left mid? Yeah, but we need a team of the season. So say we unlocked Valeria, something like that. I don't know if it actually gets our chemistry up to what we need, but that can be fiddled around with a little bit. So if we traded in Valeri, yeah, we're on 79 chem. So you need to fix that up a little bit, but again, could just be a case of buying a 82 rated right mid. Yeah, it would. 82 rated right mid from the Prem instead of Chicharito would get us that. And we just need to buy Handanovic and Miranda because, well, Rooney and the red cards are untradeable. Valeri would be untradeable. We've already bought these two. Alan's worth like 10k and Idrissa Gueye is worth like 30k or something like that, which is pretty good. I don't think you don't actually need informs Diaz. That'd probably be better served to sell them and buy at least Idrissa Gueye and sell them and buy a 85 rated, like a Gundogan or something like that. But yeah, basically do that one for free, which is nice. The problem is, I think the PSG one we could almost do as well. I was using Valeri as an example because he links to this guy, but once we've got more free team of the seasons, you'll be able to get that in and do that squad pretty cheap too. The issue is these squads. So this one requires a special Neymar, which I don't have and costs at the moment about 750,000 coins to buy the lowest rated one. He was only 500k the other day. I say only 500k, but it is still 250k cheaper. If I had a red one, like I had a red Sané, I'd 100% do this SBC. And then this one is actually a massive pain in the bum to do because a lot of the stuff is price fixed because it has to be a full Ligue 1 squad. It has to be 85 rated with this being a blank 0. And it has to have two team of the week players, two want to watch your team of the tournaments and be 85 rated. So this is actually, aside from Neymar, the most expensive squad to do. It costs like 250k. So even though I could do, once you get some more team of the seasons, these three basically for free, it makes it 1,000,000 coins just for the Neymar and the Ligue 1 squad. So I'm not sure if it's quite worth it. So yeah, they are my thoughts. Let me know what you think. Obviously, once that Neymar SBC is gone, and when his team of the season comes out tradable, the other informs are going to drop in price, and we could maybe pick up like a 95 Neymar and a Ronaldo or something like that, which would be pretty cool to try out the other Ronaldo. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. I'm always looking for your opinions and feedback and stuff like that on this series. For now, though, that is where we're going to leave this episode. You've just done the market matchups, got ourselves some players, worked our way towards a free Valeri, and had a little chat about what we should go with the team next. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.